Jacaerys.
I'm no fool, Mother.
Spoiler alert. In House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 7, Jace begs Rhaenyra not to carry out her plan to have Targaryen bastards claim dragons, even though he was the one who originally recommended it.
We have two large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing.
It was obvious that Team Black needed to locate more dragonriders in order to acquire the strength necessary to engage Vhagar in combat after losing Rhaenys and Meleys. Ser Steffon Darklyn, whose great-grandmother was Princess Aeriana Targaryen, was the first person Jace proposed to claim the unbonded dragons on behalf of those with Targaryen ancestry who were born with other names.
He was the Lord Commander of your Queen's Guard, heir to the Dunford.
This plan was poorly tested out. Adam of Hull, a bastard son of Lord Corlys Velaryon, is chosen by Seasmoke to be his rider, while Steffon is killed by the dragon he attempts to claim. Rhaenyra calls King's Landing bastards for the assignment after concluding that the gods are forcing her to locate more people of Valyrian descent in order to claim Vermithor and Silverwing. Jace, Rhaenyra's designated successor, is upset with Rhaenyra for her scheme with the Dragonseeds, thinking that lowborn bastards claiming dragons threaten not only the Targaryens' divine might but also his own.
The lowborn claiming dragons. Was it her idea?
Welcome to Movie Spy. The claim of dragons by the silver-haired Targaryen bastards undermines Jace's legitimacy. Targaryen-born highborns do not challenge Jace claims, because Ser Steffon Darklyn is a highborn knight and the heir to the Dunfort. Jace chooses to accept his bid to claim Seasmoke over that of the Dragonseeds, though other bastards do. Jace's dragon-riding talent serves as confirmation of his validity as a Targaryen, and is not threatened by highborns of Valyrian blood. Jace believed that because he had been reared in the aristocracy and had made public claims to legitimacy, he was an exception to the true-born dragonlord norm. His ability to ride a dragon would refute anyone who would argue that he is not deserving of the Targaryen throne because of his paternal lineage. But if a dragon can be claimed by any lowborn of Targaryen descent, then Jace's main basis of legitimacy is negated. Even though Jace did not have the silver hair of a Targaryen at birth, he managed to hatch the dragon egg from his cradle and ride it in the manner of the old Valyrian dragonlords. Prior to Jace, no known bastards with Targaryen parents had ever achieved this. It was believed that the gods were endorsing Jace and Rhaenyra's other children as true Targaryens, regardless of their true father. Now that Hugh Hammer, Ulfwhite, and Adam of Hull have all claimed Seasmoke, Vermithor, and Silverwing, this portion of Jace's divine proof of legitimacy is void because dragons can be claimed by bastards of any type. Small folk with Valyrian ancestry can also form bonds with dragons, not simply noble dragonlords with powerful blood. Furthermore, because he possesses both the Targaryen silver hair and the ability to ride dragons, some may argue that Hugh Hammer is even more deserving of the throne than Jace. The Dragonseeds' reaction to Jace exposes a serious issue for the Dragon Dance. Team Black could pay a heavy price for Jace's pride, as they serve as constant reminders of his own true ancestry and easily proven illegitimacy. Jace is obviously not accepting of the Dragonseeds who have now joined Team Black as significant assets in this fight. Jace rejecting the Dragonseeds raises the possibility of them defecting to the Greens if they feel betrayed by Team Black, given that Rhaenyra depends on their steadfast loyalty because of how strong they are with their dragons. Though Jace is aware of how important these dragonriders are to their army, he dislikes them since they cast doubt on his identity as a true Targaryen.
Yet I may argue my legitimacy to succeed you because I have a dragon.
If Jace despises other bastards, it also weakens his potential to win everyone's love. Jace is more inclined to be harsh, irritable, and unforgiving against people who pose a danger to his legitimacy and authority in the eyes of the populace because he is genuinely the son of Harwin Strong rather than Rhaenyra Velaryon. Throughout House of the Dragon Season 2, Jace's pride has been impeding him. Although he would make a better ruler than Aegon or Aemond, his excessive urge to prove himself poses a risk in this conflict. Jace is also aware that not everyone in the realm will recognize someone as their heir simply because a king or queen designates them as such. He saw the same thing happen to his mother. Despite King Viserys' insistence that she be crowned queen, many in the realm refused to acknowledge her as such. Even though she had forced the noble houses to bow down and acknowledge her as such, it is not a given that the lords of the kingdom would ever recognize Jace as king, even if Rhaenyra defeats Aegon and forces them to swear oaths of allegiance to him as her designated heir. Jon Snow's most fortunate moment is reversed in Jace's dark hair comment on Game of Thrones. For Jace to make his claim, he needed silver hair. For Jon, having silver hair would have been fatal. Jace confesses that he regrets, on some level, being born into Rhaenyra's affair with Sir Harwin Strong in a moment that is genuinely terrible for both characters. Physical evidence of his bastardy was provided by the fact that he was born with black hair and the more pronounced features of House Strong rather than House Targaryen. He even confronts Rhaenyra fiercely with this direct question. Jace makes a valid point when he says that if Viserys had not so ardently backed his daughter and naively accepted her claims of their legitimacy, Rhaenyra's son's black hair may have been a death sentence. It did, in a sense, turn into Lucerys Velaryon's death sentence, since Aemon Targaryen's animosity toward his nephew and his constant derision of him as a bastard ended in Aemon unintentionally killing Lucerys at Storm's End. While Jace, Lucerys, and Joffrey were unlucky to be born with dark hair and House Strong physical characteristics, Jon Snow in Game of Thrones was fortunate in another way.